Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Years of the Dragon. I'm your host, Mark Lloyd Masterson, and on this program we talk about everything Bruce Lee. Years of the Dragon is also the title of the book that I wrote, which examines the movies Bruce Lee would have made had he not passed away so suddenly on July 20th of 1973. I always wondered what Bruce's film career would have looked like and what he would have accomplished had he not passed away. So I decided to write a book about it. The book is available on Amazon right now. Hardcover sells for $15.99 and the paperback sells for $12.99. On this episode, I'm going to be talking about when Bruce and Linda got married. Now, not everybody was thrilled about it either. From that first date on, Bruce and Linda were practically inseparable. Bruce told Linda all of his dreams, and she became invested in them. Was finally able to move out of Ruby Chow's, her broom closet, basically what it was, and he opened a new school, which occupied the entire ground floor of an apartment building. And in the back was a small bedroom. However, Linda kept her relationship with Bruce a secret from her mother. Linda knew her mother, Vivian, would not approve of her seeing a Chinese guy. And Linda's freshman year at college became a top secret mission to keep her mother in the dark about her and Bruce. It was around this time that Bruce met James Yim Lee, who was an accomplished martial artist and had been an amateur boxer. James had written a book, which Bruce had bought and read cover to cover. Um, James was in his mid 40s and he was a welder by trade. But like Bruce, James was tired of Kung Fu's traditional forms and thought them to be useless in real life scenarios. But James lived in Oakland and he operated a small Kwoon with partner Al Novak out of Lee's two-car garage. For the last few years, people close to James started telling him about this amazing young man in Seattle named Bruce Lee. Judoka Wally J had visited Bruce's school in Seattle, and he came away very impressed by what he saw. So finally, a friend of James named Alan Joe was planning a trip to Seattle, and James asked if he could look up Bruce while he was there. Alan did so, and he told James that the kid was amazing. James then called up Bruce and invited him to come down to Oakland to see him. Bruce drove the 12 hours from Seattle, and the unlikely pairing hit it off big time. Over the next year, the two built a strong bond and realized the benefits of teaming up. They were both obsessed with martial arts and very dismissive of the classical approaches that were ineffective in real hand-to-hand combat. James agreed to convert his two-car garage into his school as the second branch of Bruce Lee's Jun Fan Kung Fu Institute. So this meant that Bruce was going to have to move um, from Seattle to Oakland, and he would have to put one of his students, which was going to be Taki Kimura, in charge of his Kwoon in Seattle. They also agreed to publish a book together. So Bruce invited some of his original Seattle crew to participate in the photo shoot for the book in the parking lot of Ruby Chow's restaurant. Jesse Glover and Taki Kimura were there, among others that participated. The book was titled Chinese Kung Fu, The Philosophical Art of Self-Defense. Now, weeks before Bruce was to go to Oakland to start up his second Kwoon, Linda discovered that she was pregnant. So Bruce wanted to be financially secure before he had a wife and family. Although he claimed to be happy about the news, he hadn't made that commitment to Linda. Bruce left for Oakland, leaving his pregnant girlfriend behind, just left her in tears at the airport. And Linda was really wondering if he would ever actually return. But 2 months later, Bruce wrote to her saying that he wanted her to be with him in Oakland. The young couple still faced the obstacle of Linda's family, however, especially Linda's mother, who had no clue about their relationship at all. But when they applied for a marriage license at the time, they didn't realize that the local newspaper published marriage applicants' names in the vital statistics section of the paper. So Linda's Aunt Sally saw it and she called Linda's mother, Vivian, to tell her. Well, Vivian confronted her daughter, and then they called a family meeting to dissuade her daughter from marriage. And the underlying issue was race. Even when they found out that Linda was expecting, they still tried to talk her out of getting married to Bruce. When Vivian finally realized that Linda and Bruce were not going to change their minds about getting married, she insisted that they be wed in a church, and Linda and Bruce agreed. So Linda Emery and Bruce Lee were married at Seattle's Congregational Church on August 17th, 1964. Eventually, the dust settled and everyone lived through it. Everyone survived. Bruce was able to charm Linda's mother, and she grew to love him. Linda was impressed. Linda also impressed Bruce's friends and siblings with her calm strength. She was a yin to his yang. She was quiet and sensitive, and she knew how to listen to Bruce. Now, Bruce also didn't tell his parents he had married a girl that was not Chinese. So he didn't tell them anything about this until they were already married. And his parents were not pleased either. Bruce spent months convincing them before they agreed Linda was welcome in Hong Kong. Bruce's mother, Grace, finally said, "If she's your choice, then she's our choice." Well, thanks everybody for tuning in. I hope you enjoy my videos. Be sure to subscribe and hit the like button. Also hit the bell and you'll be notified when I post something new. As I've been mentioning, I have written a sequel to Years of the Dragon. It's entitled Years of the Dragon 2, and look for that to be out sometime in 2026. But check out the book that I do have now, Years of the Dragon, on Amazon. You'll be glad you did. And remember, be water, my friends.